We've got one of the best times in game right now to pull Soulstones. We've got a boosted summons event. We also have the Deck of Fate, so it is a true triple dip. If this were a CVC week, it would be a quadruple dip starting tomorrow. But of course, this is a Siege week, so that's not going to happen. But it's still a great time to pull our Soulstones. Now, if you are not a Soulstone player, you kind of ignore Soulstones. I'm going to try to convince you that even as free-to-play, you can get a lot of value out of Soulstones, and you can actually create a lot of momentum, a lot of progression on your account by investing in Soulstones. I'm going to show you how I do it as a free-to-play player. It's really simple. It's not going to take long at all. And then we're going to go ahead and pull the Soulstones. We're going to flip the cards on the Deck of Fate and see what kind of rewards we get today. I am Colred. This is Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get started. Let me start by making a brief appeal to those of you who don't pursue souls and try to convince you that you should. Now, remember that I'm a free-to-play player on all of my accounts, including this one, which is my most advanced account. This is a 4-year-old account at this point, 100% free-to-play endgame account. And I want to show you something. First of all, I always optimize my champions. That is a core tenet of the free-to-play philosophy. And it doesn't matter if you're free-to-play or a spender, you should be doing this if you want success in these styles of games. Like gacha games, all gacha games, including Raid, you're going to get more value out of maximizing the champions that you have on your roster, the best champions that you have on your roster, rather than pursuing a lot of new champions. Like, it's good to get new champions. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying progress comes from the roster that you have, not the roster that you think you need. Okay? So every single champion here that I use, full mastery, support, full mastery, damage dealer, full mastery, tank, full mastery, like max HP damage dealer, full mastery, support. All right. I have my scrolls for Lady Noelle. I haven't built her yet. I'll probably build her during the next CVC. She's not built, right? But she already has all the scrolls for full masteries. And you'll notice a 5-star soul on her because I knew she was a good champion. I knew I was going to want to build her. And when there was an event for a 5-star soul, I went for it. So if you are getting the best gear, and like, okay, here, I'm maxing out the gear as well. Like, I'm ascending the gear, doing that as well to get more stats onto my champions. If you are trying to get the best gear onto your champions, if you are trying to get all the masteries on your champions, if you're trying to get the most power out of a good champion that you own, a soul is just another way to do that, right? Because not only do they give amazing stat bonuses, I mean, the first star of a soul gives you a huge HP boost. Even for a rare champion, it would give you, I think, 2250 in terms of base HP, right? That's usually like 15% increase in your base HP. Because most rares have like a pool, they don't hit 20k. Their pool HP pools are 15k or 13k. So 2250 is a massive jump from that base. It increases survivability, it increases the heals you receive, or the heals that if you're a healer, the heals that you send out. It increases the size of shields from shield sets. It increases the damage that HP-based damage dealers do. There are all sorts of ways that more HP benefits you. So getting your champions to be a little bit more survivable or having these additional benefits, that's great. And that's without the blessing, right? You add the blessing, you get additional functionality that can help, right? For support champions, you want to try to focus on 1 stars and 3 stars and 5 stars. Those are the really important stars. Obviously, 6 stars is great for everybody. For damage dealers, it tends to be 4-star. You need to get, 1 star, sometimes 2 stars for attack-based damage dealers, and then 4 stars is really important because you get the extra crit damage. But all the stars are pretty much good for damage dealers. So, my point being, if you want more stats on your champions, if you want more power on the champions that you have, if you want to get more progress out of the best champions on your roster, you need to get souls for them. And there are several ways to get souls. One way is the way that we're seeing right now. We have a Titan event with a 5-star soul as the top prize. But you'll notice for this particular event, you can get all of the split souls all the way up to 5. So you could get a 1-star soul, 3-star soul, whatever you want, all the way up to 5, depending on how many resources you have and how much time you have to actually pursue this. And remember, this is a free champion. So if you are in the early game or the mid game, and this champion is going to provide some value to your roster, if nothing else, This guy is a reviver for your Sacred Order Faction Wars. So if you don't yet have a reviver, this guy can help you max out that Sacred Order's Faction Wars. He can do it at 5 stars. You can just level him to 50. And let's say you have a 3-star soul on a level 50 champion who's a reviver. That's going to massively improve your chances of maxing out that faction. So this is valuable for most players. Endgame players have all that solved. They don't care about this. And a lot of content creators are endgame players, and they might not be valuing this soul. But if you are a mid-game player, I would say for 80% of you mid-game players, this is probably a valuable soul to at least go and say, get the 3-star soul. It's not too difficult for a mid-game player to get this 3-star soul, or even the 4-star soul if you want. And remember, if you get a soul on a champion, then when you come here to the soul merchant, you're going to see the next level of soul. So for instance, you see that I'm seeing a Sun Wukong split soul, a 5-star soul. That's because I have a 4-star soul on my Wukong. I would not see a 5-star soul in the shop if I had a 2-star soul on my Wukong. I would be seeing a 3-star soul. So the higher soul that you get, if you want to potentially invest in 1 or 2 champions and buying their 5 or 6-star souls, you can do that. And sort of like whatever split soul you have to, to ramp them up just makes the process faster and cheaper for you. Now, when we look at the actual Soulstones that I have, you can see I have 24 Soulstones. I skipped the last Immortal Soulstone event. I didn't pull Soulstones during the last event for whatever reason. But I have increased my number of Soulstones per event over the past year or so by just focusing more on trying to complete events and tournaments that reward me with Soulstones and coins. So for instance, Ice Golem Attack, just before this video, I went and got these coins because that's going to get me an extra mortal Soulstone. In addition, there's a Gear Ascension tournament that's coming here, and you can see there's an Immortal Soulstone that's going to be part of the reward track. So I'm going to check it out. Now it's Gear Ascension, so it's just going to cost silver. If this stone is beyond like the highest reward I actually need, I might still go and spend a little extra silver to go get it. If you're short on silver, you don't. But if you have a little extra silver, yeah, go get that Soulstone. An Immortal Soulstone, when you look at it, is a guaranteed 3-star soul. Now, it might land on a bad champion, but the more of these you get, the more chances you have that it's going to land on a good champion, one that you actually use. That's going to help you optimize your roster. And remember, it could be a 4 or 5 or 6-star soul. I have a soul collection with a ton of souls for champions that I don't own yet, because I know that if I ever pull these champions, I'm going to want to have souls on them. So for instance, if I get an Ethos, I've already got a 5-star soul for him. If I pull a Soulless, I get a 5-star soul for him. Those are crazy good champions that would be massively empowered by having a 5-star soul. I don't sell these and pull more stones. I just wait. If I get a Siffy, I got a 3-star soul for her. Now, I do sell some of these. Like if I get duplicates, I certainly sell them. If I get them on champions that I don't care about, that I'm never going to build, I might sell them. Or if I'm in desperate need of soul coins to like buy, a 6-star soul in the shop that I want or something like that, I will definitely sell a soul for a champion that I don't own to get a soul on a champion I do own. So that's definitely the case. But okay, so that's enough. Hopefully I've convinced you that this is something that you should do and that it's actually reasonable even in the early game. A few souls per event is really all you're looking for. Like if you get 1 soul per event, that's a good event. If you get like a 5-star or 6-star soul, sometimes it's crazy. When I pulled my 6-star soul for Newt, I think that was the second 6-star soul I had in the account, or maybe the third. I bought Cardiel's. I bought every single star of Cardiel's souls, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I got Newts for free. I went from 2 stars to 6 stars, and overnight it just transformed how I did certain things. It just made my dungeon runs so much faster. It made my clan boss totals so much higher. It helped me in all sorts of places. And, a lot of my 5-star souls come from events. All of these were event champions. All of those 5-star souls were free because I just focused on trying to get the 5-star soul through the Titan event or the login event or whatever it happened to be. I got those free souls. So if you're talking about how many souls have I actually bought on my account at the 5 or 6-star level, the answer is 1. Actually, no. I bought this Ragash 5-star soul. Every other 5-star soul on my account actually came from a stone or from an event. Now, how many came from stones? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. All the other ones came from events. So out of these 17 champions, right, I bought one, I got 4 from souls, and that means the other 12 came from events. So you need to focus on these events. You do need to focus on these events to get a lot of power. All of my other souls are like 1, 2, 3, 4-star souls that I've gotten basically from pulling Mortal Soulstones. That's cool too, because that helps. And remember, I mean, there's a reason that these are valuable outside of the stats and the blessings. When you go into hard mode dungeons, right? If you go in here, look at the guide. I think it says it here. Yeah, you get Awakened Weakness, right? This is like a debuff passive on the boss. Decreases the damage inflicted by the boss for each awakening level on the target champion. So your champions become more survivable in hard mode dungeons for the more stars that they have on their soul. In addition, they do more damage to the boss for the more stars they have on the soul. So here is, it stacks up to 50%, increases the damage received by the boss for each awakening level on the attack, up to 50% additional damage. That's crazy. So if you have a 6-star soul, you could get to 50% additional damage on the boss. It makes hard mode dungeons so much easier. In addition, that's the hard mode dungeons. It's true in Sand Devil's Necropolis. It's true in Phantom Shogun's Grove. It's true in Iron Twin's Fortress. And if you go into Centranos, if you want to complete these awakened stages, you need a certain number of soul stars in your roster to even attempt the stage. So here you need 10 stars on souls. Now that could be 2 5-star souls, or it could be 5 2-star souls, or any mix of souls that reaches 10 or above. But if you only have 3 stars, you literally are not allowed to even attempt this, stage, even if you could crush it. It doesn't matter. You're literally locked out. It's a gating mechanism. And when you get here into Soul Cross or whatever this area is called, it's 15 stars. You need 15, soul stars, whatever you want to call them, awakening stars, in order to even attempt it. So stars are worth it. Like getting blessings, it's worth it. It's stats, it's additional effects, it's, that passive benefit in hard mode dungeons and all those other dungeons, and it's key for Centranos. Yeah, so I said briefly. I was going to briefly try to convince you. That was 11 minutes. I'm sorry about that. But yes, hopefully I've convinced you that this is something that you should all do. And now I'm going to get to my actual Soulstone pulls. Now, I've done the calculation here. I don't have enough space. I'm going to pull all my Mortal Soulstones. I think I have enough space for that. I have 123 spots. So let's go ahead and buy these, and we'll see how many we have. I think it's less than that. So I have 118. So I'm going to pull 118 of these, and then I'm going to have to sell some souls, and then I'll do my 24 Immortal Soulstones. And I calculated the points, and I think as far as this Golden Deck of Fate is concerned, I'm going to end up somewhere like around maybe 33,000. So I'm going to get 33 of these, which means I'll need to get the last 7 through dungeon diving, which is awful because the dungeon diving points here is you get 18, or an average of 18 points per run on a stage 20 dungeon. And you need 1,000 points to flip 1 card, and I'm going to need to flip like 7 cards, so I need 7,000 points. So what's that? That's going to be 350 runs. Is that right? I'm going to need over 350 dungeon runs to just get those 7. It's just awful to do this with dungeon diving. So you have to do this with Soulstones. The majority of it, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, as far as my wish list is concerned, I can take a Thorian out of here. He's got a 6-star soul, so I don't need to put him there. He got it last event, I think. I would love to improve my Arbiter. Gosh, I would love to do that. That's probably pretty good focus. I think she's got a 1 or 2-star soul. It's really low. I think that Odin and Shuzhen both have 2-star souls, or maybe even 1-star soul. Let's see. Where is Odin is a 2-star soul, and Shuzhen is 2-star soul. I think Arbiter is as well. So any of those would be really good. Obviously, Void Legendaries are good to focus on the wish list. As far as epics are concerned, yeah, any of these. Well, let me just double check. Did I get a Whisper soul last time? No, she's 2 stars. Phoenix is 3 stars. Okay. So again, if I can get 4-star souls on damage dealers, that's huge. And if I can get any high 5 or 6-star souls on anybody. Like a 6-star soul on Arbiter would be massive, because you get the 15 speed there, right? And that would push me even higher in terms of speed. Same with Shuzhen. So, all right, I'll do the 8 single pulls, and then I'll do 10 pulls. I may end up buying, more Immortal Stones at the end, because that'll get me the points for the Deck of Fate rather than having to do Dungeon Diver. So I might just buy all of the extras, and that might be like 5 additional. We'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah. I don't expect too much from this event, but I always do expect to get at least one significant improvement. There's a 5-star rare soul right from the first stone. That's not bad, because it's on a champion I'm not ever going to put a soul on, so I can go ahead and sell that and get some points. I think for my Painkeeper, I need at least a 4 or 5-star soul for my Painkeeper. Okay, Fury Stoker again. Some of these can just be sold right away. I'm going to have to make space anyway. All right, we got an epic. That's good. And it is Whisper, and that is an improvement, 3-star soul, but I need to get her to the 4-star soul. I almost want to just apply that to her right now, and maybe that would boost my chance of getting a 4-star soul. But that's not bad. Hitting the wish list early with an improved soul is nice. Perforator. I just sold a 6-star Perforator soul, because I'm like, I'm never going to put that on him. Ooh, legendary. Come on, be good. I don't own this champion. It's a 1-star soul, but he is a void legendary, so it'll sit there in the collection for a while until I pull him, if I ever pull him. Paragon, I don't know what soul my Paragon is sitting on. It might be a 2-star soul, it might be like a 5-star soul. I have no idea. I don't use them. Okay, so Arcanist, that's going to be a sell. All right, so let's go ahead and start the 10 pulls. We've got 11 of these 10 pulls. This is where it gets good. I hope. I should have enough to get like at least one decent improvement for a champion that I actually use. Even if it's an epic, even if it's an epic champion. Let's see here. Painkeeper, another 1-star soul. So I'm hitting the wish list, but not with any power. Kind of wet noodle punches here. Selenia, 3-star soul. I think she might have a 3-star soul. Paragon, 3-star soul. Ooh, legendary. Gerp Tuck. I don't use that champion. So nothing good so far. That Sylar 1-star soul, I think I have like a 2 or 3 on her. Another legendary. Bamboos, I don't own. So another legendary I don't own. 3-star soul's not bad. I wouldn't mind a high Venom Mage soul. That would actually be decent. I think Venom Mage has a 2 or 3-star soul. I have a lot of 1 to 3-star souls on champions. I have a lot of them. And I showed you like all my 6-star champions, and how many champions that I have 6 stars that have souls. But I also have a ton of 5-star and 4-star champions that have souls on them. Another legendary. Valkanen. Another legendary I don't own. All the legendaries that I don't own so far. That's kind of interesting. I own a lot of legendaries. You'd think I would hit something that I actually own. Mausoleum Mage, 2-star. Yeragrim, Neldor. None of those are improvements. I like hitting epics, but none of these epics have been improvements. I don't know where we stand. We probably have like 60 more to go. Something like that. Might be halfway. Legendary, come on. Whirlum, another legendary I don't own. That's kind of bonkers. A 5-star steel. Another legendary. Allele. Oh. Okay, so I actually have Allele. I haven't built. He was buffed recently, and he's very good. But I think he's sitting on a 2 or 3-star soul, and I really need. He's a damage dealer. I need him at 4 stars. I would love to get a 4-star Allele soul. I saw one in the shop, and I didn't have enough essences to buy it, and I had to let it go. And that was disappointing. So he must be on a 3-star soul since I saw a 4-star soul in the shop. So that's going to get sold because that's a duplicate. That would have been really exciting to get that 4-star soul. I would have been very happy with that. Padma is a champion I love, but I think she has a 4-star soul. It might be a small improvement. It's not a champion I use a lot. Phoenix with the 1-star wishlist soul. The wishlist has been hitting, but for very, very low stars here. Another legendary. Yannicka gets an improvement from 1 stars, 2 stars. Another legendary. Tomb Lord. Another one I don't own. Another legendary. Harima 5-star soul. That is what I'm talking about. It took like 8 hits or something. But okay, so that is actually a significant improvement because I think my Harima might be 2 stars. Let's go take a look. Where is she? There she is. 2 stars to 5 stars. That's massive. That's going to give her all sorts of additional stats, right? So it's going to give her the defense. She's defensive base, so it's going to be more tanky and more damage. More crit damage is awesome. And then she's also going to get the resistance and the accuracy, which actually plays because remember, she has a provoke. That accuracy is going to matter. And then resist is never a bad thing. So that's awesome. That's a good hit. That's a very, very good hit. I am happy with that. All right, we got 30 more pulls. If that's my only improvement, this is what I'm talking about. This is why you pursue all of these Soulstones. That's my only improvement. That would be a massive boost. If you had a Harima and she was your best damage dealer, and you just went from 2-star soul to 5-star soul on her, you had a huge power spike on your best champion. Even if she's not your best champion, she's probably in your top 10, you know? So, yeah, that's going to be valuable. Even for me here at Endgame 4 years in, that's still a valuable Soulstone pull. Both with the 5-star soul. I don't know. I don't even know if I have. I must have a copy of that epic, but I don't have them built. Another legendary. Jintoro, another one I don't own. Well, I say it there. Okay, so he's the most recent fusion. Yeah, so there was a soul event for him. I don't even remember if I did it. I don't remember if I did it. But okay. I don't think I did. I don't think I got his soul. So that 2-star soul might actually just be his first soul. So that's not a bad thing. I don't mind getting that 2-star soul. That's going to be worthwhile on him. He's another support champion, so that, you know, that HP is going to matter. All right, I think this is my last 10 pull, and we'll have to make some space and pull the big stones. Let's get one last good. Ooh, mythic, my first mythic. Lazarius, 3-star soul, not bad. Roshguard, I do have a Roshguard. I don't know what his soul is. He is built, though. Another one. Corvus, I already have a better soul on him, I think. So I don't have Lazarius. I have these 2 legendaries, but I think for both of them, these are just not improvements on their souls, which is unfortunate. But so, okay, at least I hit on champions that I own. That's good. Let's collect these coins. Got a lot of these. We're going to end up, just shy of a sixth Soulstone, but I could get that later in the weekend. And all right, so now I'm going to make a little bit of space. You can see I only have 5 spots left. I'll make a little bit of space. We'll come back and pull the big stone. So while I was clearing out space, I realized the Roshguard soul is actually the first soul for that champion. So that 2-star Roshguard soul was actually an improvement. He's actually not built. I thought he was 6-star, but he's only 5-star. Might be useful in Cintranos, though, so I'm not going to ignore it. But all right, so we have the 24 Soulstones here, and again, we can buy more. You can see I was able to sell some coins, get 6 more if I need it. So I think I can do the entire thing. I think I can do the entire Deck of Fate with just Soulstones and not too much dungeon diving, if any at all. But we're just going to start with these 24 Immortal Soulstones. I'm trying to think of if I should do 10 pulls for this. I don't think I will. I think I'll just do single pulls. Let's make this long video a little bit longer. All right, legendary right away. Be good. Be good. Noble. I own 2 nobles. I don't have either of them built. And a 4-star soul on this champion, probably not valuable to me. I know he got a buff at some point. I'll have to look at him again because maybe now he's actually worth building, but I don't think so. But 4-star legendary soul is good. I just like that on a damage dealer maybe that I actually use. That would be great. All right. Let's get another good improvement here. That Harima soul is definitely, that's the winner for today so far. That's really nice. But let's see if we can get another legendary. Come on, come on. All right. I don't own this guy. I don't own Carolon. 3-star soul is not that exciting anyway. Been getting a lot of legendaries today, but mostly ones that I don't own. All right. We've got 19 more to go, and then whatever we have to buy. Rares don't interest me. All right, legendary. Come on, come on. All right, it's a stock perfect soul. Now, stock was a fusion. He might have had a soul event. I don't know if I already have a soul on my stock or not. That could be his first soul, or he's in development, but I actually don't know where he is. All right, mythic. I would very much like a 4-star soul on my what's her name? Mezimel. On my Mezimel. So this is one of my major damage dealers, and I would love to get that additional 30. It's 45% crit damage. 45% crit damage on her would be significant. So that would be a huge boost if I could get it. But okay, let's keep going. We got 16 more. Another rare. Nah, I don't think I've gotten. Have I gotten a single epic? I've gotten a bunch of rares and a bunch of legendaries and one mythic. I don't think I've gotten any epics. Another mythic. Come on, Mezimel. Mezimel. Oh, I want this guy so bad. I already wanted him so bad. And now there's a 6-star Siegfried soul that's going to sit in my vault for until the end of time, probably. I will never pull this guy. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. That would be so nice. If I own that guy, I'd be freaking out right now. I'm sure some of you own him and are so mad right now. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't take him from you. I hope you get him soon. Get that 6-star. That's a 6-star we can sell. A lot of rares, some legendaries, couple of mythics, 12 more to go. Let's get at least one more improvement for the roster. Here's an epic. Is it a good one? No, it's Fodbor. I don't even think he's built. No, I'm just certain he's not. He's like level 40. Okay, 10 more. We got 10 more chances, and then maybe we'll have to buy some extras. Lodric. Not a... Here's a legendary. Come on, come on, come on. All right, Mother Cybele is cool, and that's a 5-star soul. I don't own this champion. At least I don't think I own this champion. There's a chance I pulled this champion at some point, but I don't think so. I'll have to go and look through the... In fact, let's just look right now. Yeah, Mother Cybele is not a champion. So, oh well. Cool champ. Good soul. I don't know that legendary. 8 more chances. Come on. Let's finish strong. Don't make me wait until the last last Soulstone. What do we got? Another rare. Harrier! Harrier! That's for you, Ash, my buddy. Duchess 4-star soul is legit. I don't own a Duchess. I don't own a Duchess. So many legendaries that I don't own. Gonna be clogging up my collection. Luthea, okay, that can be sold. That's not nothing. It's not anything. That was fun, actually. You should all do that just once. Harrier! oh! I don't own a Bellatar either. Epic. Seeds, I think he has a 4-star soul already, so I don't think that's an improvement, but I might be wrong. Here we go. A legendary. Come on, this is going to be the one. Odin, not bad. He is a support. He does benefit from that 3rd star. So this is a small improvement. He's gone from 2-star soul to 3-star soul. He is on the wish list. I'm going to take this as a win. I think this is a win. Yes, he's also a damage dealer. He's a damaging support. So it's like, I would love to get him to the 4-star soul. That would be really nice, or even higher. But this is not bad. I do think that his blessing might be intimidating presence. So not bad. It's going to help in live arena a little bit. All right. Okay, so let's see how many points we have for the Deck of Fate. 33,000. Okay, so we need 7,000 more points to get the whole Deck of Fate. I don't know if I need the whole Deck of Fate, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull these 33, see if I get the 150 points. Oh, by the way, on the reward track, there's a Soulstone right here. So if I get 80 points, I can go ahead and pull that Immortal Soulstone. So yeah, that's going to help as well. So let's just start pulling. See if we can get... do we want to pin that? No, I don't want to pin that. Ooh. No. No, there we got a chest. That's nice. Hey, shards are always good. There we go. We got another chest. Bruise, useful. Do I want to pin the rare? No. No, I don't want to pin the rare. I want to pin the epic. Yes. Let's do that. There's another epic. Let's get another epic. There it is. That's nice. Also, that legendary tome is nice. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, we'll pin the epic. How many more points do we have? 6,000 more points. There's another 10. There's the epic. Ooh, that's nice. Again, shards are nice. I like. There we go. Pin that epic. I think we can still get one chest. Okay. So how many points did we get total? We got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oh, no, we got 100. So we should be able to go and get the extra stone. And then that would mean, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go buy 6 of them. I think that's where we are. Let me actually just grab all of these too. So yeah, we've got 6. We can buy 6. Perfect. We can complete it without doing any dungeon divers, which is good because I don't really have a good dungeon diver. It's like Ice Golem right now, and I don't care. I'm not going to do a lot. And this gives us 7 more pulls. Actually, we might be a little bit short because these are only worth 900, not 1,000. So we'll have to see how many points we get. All right, so we got 7 more chances to get a good soul. Let's do something. At least a 4-star soul on like some damage dealer that I... Golden Reaper 6-star soul. Speed on this champion is not a bad thing. I don't really use her anywhere. With a 6-star soul, I might consider trying to build her out for something. Certainly couldn't hurt in Cintranos if she's ever usable there. But I don't have her at 6 stars. I think she's at 5 stars. Come on. Got 3 more. Give me something good. Epic. I like epics. Come on. No. I just sold a 6-star Ripper soul. I get that champion so often. Not even one legendary out of these 7. Come on. Epic. Damn it. I was so excited. I was like, Phoenix. All right, 4 stars. 4 stars would be huge on him. That might be a small improvement. He might be at 2 stars. No, he's not. I guess he's already at 3 stars. So small improvement on the Whisper, small improvement on the Odin, huge improvement on the Harima. Don't have a soul for stock, so that's actually usable. He is 6 stars. He's almost done. And then I guess the 2-star soul here on the Santher is not too bad. Here, let's go back to the deck. It's gonna be a super long video. Golden Deck of Fate. How many points we have? 6,400, so we can not complete it. We're gonna have to get 6 more 100 points, but that's okay. We'll just get our chest. Barrel's not bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and pin that. I don't know if we can get a rare chest, but we can't get an epic chest. I'm sure. There's a rare. There we go. We got a rare chest. Nice. Epic tome's not bad. And then we'll need one more just to max it out. You don't have to max these out, right? I really didn't need all of these points. I just wanted to make sure that I got some good rewards, and I was already like, this is a triple dip. Like I said, I was already going for the souls. And yeah. So I guess I could sell some souls and get one more. Maybe. Let me look for duplicates and stuff. I'll be right back. Yep, that was easy. No problem. Was able to get one more. A lot of duplicates of champions I've already got souls on. So last chance here. Come on, let's see gold. See gold. Or Mezamel. Mezamel! Yes! Yeah! How awesome is that? That 4-star soul. That was crazy. Called my shot on the last one. I do have a little bit of a history of getting lucky on the very last pull. Don't expect that to happen to you. Like, this is not CC luck. This is just a weird thing for me. I'm incredibly unlucky, and then I get luck on the last pull. I don't know why. That's just the way it works. But that is pretty awesome. Gonna get me that extra crit damage. I'm so happy. I would love the 5 or 6 star soul on her, obviously. But man, a 4-star soul on Mezimel is just so much extra damage. Watch out. Watch out for me in live arena, folks. If you see me, you might want to ban my Mezimel. You know, or my Odin, depending. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm more excited about that than the Harima 5-star. I know, but I still had all those pulls to make, so I didn't want to get too pumped up for her in case something better came along. But I am pretty excited for this one as well. I have to save this because I have a mission coming up where I have to like ascend or you know, whatever this is called, awaken somebody. So I'm gonna leave that for just a few days. All right, finally done. Longest. How long was that? That was a really long video. That was my like longest poll video in a long time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments below what you think about pursuing souls and soulstones. How do you get souls onto your champions? Do you even bother? And yeah, let's try to convince everybody that we should do it, even if you're free to play. This is really valuable, and it just makes your roster better. All right, that is it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I had a lot of fun with this one. I hope you did too. I've been Colred, and I will see you in another video soon.